What's up, guys? It's me, Alan. I am back with another video, and I'm back with another NASCAR Authentics Next Gen Diecast review. Now, to go along with Wave 2 of the NASCAR Authentics line, we also have NASCAR Authentics Next Gen Wave 1, the test cars. And Wave 3 just got announced. I don't think those are technically test cars. I think those are like primary schemes, or they are primary schemes and things like that. So I'm wondering if we will get another next gen test car wave in the future. Which, to remind you, the next gen test car wave is basically what we got in actual Authentics Wave 2, with the exception of the Dale Jr. car. But either way, we'll see. But for this review, we have Daniel Suarez, or I should say the Trackhouse Racing number 99 Chevy test car. These are the cars that ran at Daytona and whatnot in testing. I say it's Daniel Suarez because it is the 99, but you also have his teammate Ross Chastain. So, because like when they were doing testing, some of the drivers drove just one car, just in different stints. But with that being said, make sure to drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on post notifications so you don't miss out on future videos and streams. And make sure to use code ANJJ for $5 off on orders of $30 or more at Circuit Diecast. Let's go ahead. Let's get this diecast out of the box and get on with the review. So here's the card that comes with it. You can see on the back, it says the stars of the NASCAR Cup Series took to the track in the fall of 21 to put the 2022 next-gen car through its paces. The September multi-day test at Daytona International Speedway was the first chance NASCAR had to see how multiple next-gen cars would perform on a super speedway. Then in October 2021 on the Roval at Charlotte Motor Speedway, 21 cars took part in the first organizational test, giving teams the chance to tune on the new model. And here's the diecast out of the box. And this is the thing I like with doing this on the camera, is that on my phone, I should say, is that it makes the blue on this car look brighter. I'd almost argue it kind of gives it like a liquid color kind of look, or not necessarily speaking, kind of sorta. But yeah, so if I may, Daniel Suarez has a win this year, which is freaking badass. He's had some bad luck at points in time earlier on in the season. There's the underside of the car, by the way. But him winning, where did he win at? Chastain won at Coda. Oh yeah, Suarez was Sonoma, right? Yeah, I think so. That was like really freaking cool to see. For Daniel Suarez to win that race, get his first career cup victory, it really shows that when you have the right team and the right equipment and a team that believes in you together, and that's not to say that teams like Stewart-Haas and Gibbs didn't believe in him. When Carl Edwards retired, and speaking of, he's actually resurfaced recently. Somebody posted a picture with him, of themselves with him as he was helping out the Kentucky flood victims. But the thing with Suarez was that when Edwards retired, it was so unexpected. Suarez just got thrusted into the 19 and from, the Xfinity Series. And while, yes, he is an Xfinity Series champion, he still needed a bit of time. And you can make the argument he was absolutely rushed. Now, he had his moments here and there. I think the closest he came to winning in a JGR car was at Pocono one time, and he tried taking it 3 wide into turn 1, had to back out of it. That failed, and I want to say Martin Truex Jr. won, maybe. It might have been him, it might have been somebody else. But regardless, the point of the matter is he was rushed up because Carl Edwards retired, and so therefore, and then he gets, tossed aside a couple years later, for, Eric Jones gets brought up, and then, of course, we all know what happened with him. He gets tossed aside for Christopher Bell. So who's Christopher Bell going to get tossed aside for? But then he ends up going, or Suarez, that is, ends up going to Stewart Haas Racing, going the 41 car. He did all right there. But who knows? And then he had to spend a year with Gaunt Brothers Racing, couldn't even make the Daytona 500 that year. And it's just like, okay, where the hell is this dude's career going to go at this point? Like, is he going to have to go back to Xfinity? Is he going to have to go down to trucks? Is he even going to find a ride? And then Trackhouse comes along. And last year being their first year, they bring Suarez on, which was really cool. And, for their first year, they had their ups and downs, but Suarez showed flashes. And then the big news that came out when, Trackhouse bought up Chip Ganassi Racing, everyone's like, whoa, okay, these guys mean something, don't they? And, getting Ganassi equipment, which isn't necessarily top tier, but it's pretty damn good equipment when all of it's working. You go into the season hoping, looking just for, avoiding the sophomore slump for the team, that is, and for Suarez to continue to show strides, because going into his Trackhouse career, going into this part of his career with Trackhouse, you have to make the argument that if he doesn't show some sort of success here, he could be done in Cup for a hot minute, maybe for a while, and may have to go back to one of the lower series. Well, here we are in 2022, 3 races to go until the playoffs, and Daniel Suarez has a fucking win under his belt. And his teammate Ross Chastain has 2 of them. 2 or 3, actually. Something like that. It's crazy, man. And believe me, for Suarez to win, he fucking deserves it, bro. He really does. I hope he at least makes it out of the first round of the playoffs. It's going to be interesting to see what happens, considering the amount of first 1-win drivers we're going to have, and also how the hell the playoffs are going to look when we get there, because 3 races left, 1 spot left to a driver without a win, some big names still out. Oh boy. But all in all, this has been a pretty damn good year for Suarez and Trackhouse as a whole, and it's only going to get better from here. It's only going to get better. So with all that being said, thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Make sure to drop a like, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you don't miss out on future videos and streams, and make sure to use code ANJJ for $5 off on orders of $30 or more at Circuit Diecast. I'll catch you all next time. Peace.